And welcome to News in Brief on Rstv, Channel 22 Port Harcourt. I am Catherine Ago. Rivers State Police Command says it has taken note of a recent radio announcement in which Gift Opara, also known as Tubaba, a murder suspect declared wanted in connection with the killing of Superintendent of Police Bako Agbashin, former Divisional Police Officer of Ahoda Police Division in Rivers State, denied his involvement in the tragic incident. Public Relations Officer Grace Iringekoko said, while the police acknowledged the denial made by Gift Opara, it is important to emphasize that the principle of justice demands a fair hearing for all parties involved. According to him, the police understands the importance of listening to the other party, and it is crucial to note that everyone is considered innocent until proven otherwise. The Rivers State Police Command urged Gift David Opara, aka Tubaba, to come forward and submit himself to the authorities, providing the opportunity to present evidence that could support his claims of innocence, stressing that he should cooperate with law enforcement to ensure a thorough and transparent resolution to the matter. The police are committed to upholding the principles of due process and are open to receiving any information that can aid the ongoing investigation. The President Trade Union Congress, Festus Osifo, has called for strict enforcement of the International Labour Organization, ILO, Convention C-190 and Recommendation 206, which seeks to address the rights of everyone to a world of work devoid of violence and harassment. He said it is only when such recommendations are implemented and enforced that gender-based violence and harassment in the world of work can be eliminated. Osifo made the call in Uyo, Akwa Ibom State capital, while speaking at the three-day 2023 annual seminar organized by TUC Women Commission with the theme, Projecting Ways to Eliminate Gender-Based Violence and Harassment from the World of Work, Implementation and Enforcement of ILO C-190R206. The TUC president decried the attitude of ILO member states who violate R206, expressing concern that despite the treaty, violence and harassment have continued in workplaces. The Pharmaceutical Society of Nigeria, PSN, has called on the federal government to probe alleged corrupt cases made against some of the chief executive officers of the Federal Health Institution, FHIS. The communique of the 96th Annual National Conference, titled Jewel City 2023, also raised alarm over the unregistered 2 million drug sellers in the country. The communique by the President PSN, Professor Cyril Osifo, and National Secretary Mr. Gaffa Madihin noted that the conference was held between October 30 and November 4 at Gombe International Conference Center, Bauchi Road, Gombe State, Nigeria. The conference called for the probe of corruption against some of the CEOs of FHIS, whom empirical data confirms indulge in the procurement of drugs through their proxies, in addition to diverting drug revolving funds accruable to the identifiable bank accounts that are not official accounts in their institutions. The Nigerian Defense Academy (NDA) matriculated 441 cadets into the various degree programs as members of the 75th regular course of the nation's foremost military academy. The commandant of the NDA, Major General John Ochai, said out of 30,000 applicants, only 441 cadets, including one from the Gambia, secured admission. Ochai detailed the distribution of cadets across various faculties, such as 138 in Arts and Social Sciences, 118 in Sciences, 37 in Engineering and Technology, 55 in Management Sciences, and 91 in Military Science and Interdisciplinary Studies. The commandant enjoined the cadets to uphold discipline throughout their training, explaining that the academy's training was aimed at equipping them for national defense. The United Nations Climate Conference has opened in Dubai, with nations urged to increase the pace of action on global warming and phase out fossil fuels amid intense scrutiny of oil-rich hosts, the United Arab Emirates. The two-week-long climate negotiations being held this year in the Gulf city has come to a pivotal moment, with emissions still rising and this year is likely to be the hottest in human history. Britain's King Charles III, world leaders, activists among more than 97,000 people expected to attend what is being billed as the largest climate gathering of its kind. The UN and the United Arab Emirates says these talks, known as COP28, will be the most important since Paris in 2015, when nations agreed to limit global warming to well below 2 degrees Celsius since the pre-industrial era, and preferably to a safer limit of 1.5. On the eve of the summit,